Hey, it's Kari. Welcome back to the Record Keeper. Now, we just walked into the cabin again that was supposed to have a note in it and found that it doesn't. So, I was going to just show you guys the list of notes on the wiki because we all know the wiki's a little bit, right? But I was surprised. I just wanted to make sure I was correct, right? Just wanted to show you guys the wiki, right? So Mystery Lake, it says the Lone Lake cabin outside on the porch. But we looked on the porch. Okay. It might be entirely my fault. Let's find out. Let's find out. Because we did go out before and have a look, but we were kind of like, well, we're not supposed to be here, so we ran away really quickly. I think it used to be here. Definitely there's a thing around this cabin or a cabin in Wintermute. But I do remember there being a note somewhere here. So maybe they've accidentally gotten rid of it when they patched the game, or there's been some sort of glitch. There's definitely no note that I can see. So, just to cover that mystery. What the note would have said was, I'll show you guys. Oh, there's nothing left. The matches got wet and I'm down to a couple of tins of peaches and a can of pop. I don't know what to do. I want to go, but where do I go? Those wolves. Everywhere, scratching at the door, pawing at the windows, waiting. A dull knife, a rock, a length of rope. It's like one of those jokes you hear about when three guys walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, you can't bring rope in here." Something about afraid not. Something like that. So yeah, good note contributed by a backer. But yeah, it is not here. Oh, just then I was slipping kind of through the porch. Interesting. Anyway, we're going to camp office now. That is the next note. And the next properly safe place, really. I'm going to search the fishing huts as I go back. I could go, obviously, to the cabins that are here, just to see if there's anything. Hop in here first. I'm quite surprised and relieved that there's no wolves out.
I could eat a horse.
A hook. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Really? I thought one of these ones over here would be burned down. Okay, so we've got 4 cabins to search. I'm gonna go to camp office. But I will come back. Because I'm a little bit slow and I'd really like to sort of set camp office up as a base and walk around a little bit later. I'm running very low on torches. I think there's only 2 more after this. And they're going to be quite bad. Because, like, if you pick torches from the radial, it's going to pick your best torch first. And this torch is already running out, and it was my best torch, so... Yay, metal. We need metal. So yeah, the torch is already very low. Oh! What am I carrying that smells? Oh! I don't know if I remembered that I was carrying that gut. Yeah, so yeah, we definitely want to get to camp office before we get smelled. I'm very lucky that there are no wolves out, that I was taking that risk. I don't remember taking that risk. Fortunately, things don't cure in fishing huts, so that would be a good spot to just drop it off. But we'll get to camp office. We'll do this really quick and then we'll take that path, because that path has cattails. Sounds like there's a wolf up on the railway line, so we may have to be careful as we approach camp office. Last torch, and it's not very good. I have to switch to flares shortly. Alright, see how quickly I can get inside. I was going to go along the path, but I don't think I'm going to be any quicker going around than I am going straight through. So sometimes there's wolves obviously along the railway line at the derailment, like the red train cars, and sometimes there's a wolf very close to camp office, so we just have to see what we're going to get. But I mean, usually there's a bunch of wolves on the lake and around, so we've managed to luck out there.
Anything right about
Red
now.
flare out, just in case. I think I hear a deer. I hear the creak of the camp office. 37, that's fantastic. Okay, we're good for a few days of food at least. Ptarmigans. Thought I heard a deer as well though. Maybe not. Alright, well we made it. Now the note here I believe is upstairs on the counter. I've got no, that's right, I've got no lantern fuel. Okay. So we'll start our little search of Camp Office with the note. Betsy and I came up this way in the summers when we were knock-kneed, goofy kids. We fished and played with swords made out of sticks, wove leaky baskets from the reeds. You could row across the lake, those little cabins at the far end where the tourists came and fished, hunted the deer and had their parties. We stood behind the counter and watched Dad welcome them, looked at the guest book and read the names. When the summer was nearing its end and the cattails turned to fluff, we blew our wishes to the sky, always to come back, always. Nice one.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I know, Astrid, but what we're going to do is do some looty loots before it gets dark. And then you can rest, okay? You can rest and relax and be all your needs satisfied, okay? But for now, we're going to do a crazy amount of looting. Well, looking around, because there won't be that much loot. Hockey
This stuff will come in
jersey!
handy.
A really good quality, too. Look at that. 0.9. Okay. I want to get that cloth. Leave it for now. Now, sometimes they've been doing a sneaky mag lens behind the pillow here.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Bedroll. Did I have one? I did not. Even better. I knew that it might be here, so that's really good. Okay, there's no bedroll hidden. Bedroll. There's no mag lens hidden anywhere else around here. Might be downstairs if it is here. Keep in mind I don't have as much light as you guys do, so if I miss something it's probably because of the light. I've got stream lights in my face, and I also have this monitor over here. I can see that you guys have it a tiny bit brighter than I do. So yeah. I appreciate anyone pointing anything out, but keep in mind that I do record these quite far in advance because I have two very little children. I only sort of get a certain amount of time to record. There's still a bug with the pot sounds like a battery. If I find maple syrup, I can make pancakes. Oh, soda.
Over here.
Oh, luxury. Nice. So a lot of us are hoping that the base customization that they've been talking about means that we can pick up like this trash and move dead people out of the place and all of that. Deep breaths, Astrid. I know I've got you carrying way too much stuff, but we'll do an inventory. We'll do an inventory when we have finished searching. Now, it used to be that they would hide mag lens on this shelf over here. I've stopped doing that for the last wee while. Wilderness kitchen, though. It's usually online. Hook. Is there a line or just the hook today? Just the hook, okay. We'll make a line with the guts then. Alright, so we're going to drop that guts. I'm going to put any sort of arrow making supplies in here. Mainly just feathers. We're going to put any extra first aid in here.
I'll take it.
So, extra bottle. I might leave the pills because we will be carrying all of these around for a while. We have 2 of these. Probably could get rid of the weight of that then. Okay. And here also I will do sewing kits, extra sewing kits. Go. And then over here around the corner we will drop any hides. It's just rabbits. Actually, small rabbit pelts I quite often put on the workshop table too, but we'll just put them up here for now. Now, normally it would put like extra water and extra food over here. We don't currently have anything extra. Supplies are quite low, as you can see. Extra clothing would go in a pile. We don't have any extra clothing. So, I don't normally carry 2 pots.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Now, are pots and skillets the same weight? So I've been carrying one pot, one skillet lately, but if they're the same weight, it seems kind of silly. Skillets are heavy, like in real life. Yeah, they're the same weight. So if you're going to carry two of anything large, you should probably carry two pots. But at the same time, the skillets can do pancakes and the pots can't. The pots can do porridge. Yeah. Otherwise, I usually put most other things in the drawers upstairs. I don't normally do piles on the floor or anything like that. So we'll go do that. Let's put the... something else I was going to put in here. Oh, the extra whetstones. I like to put like little bits of tools and things like that in the in workshop drawers. Metal too. Oh, we're gonna forge though. We'll take that to forge. Okay, let's go up to. Oh, and let's do this before I forget. I'm gonna make 2 out of 3, even though technically one of those notes was just from the Wikipedia. Go upstairs and do some storage, and then we're going to go to Trappers and get the last note for Mystery Lake. This elk skull is pretty cool. So yeah, I usually just put things in the top drawer here. 17 birch bark. Okay. Well, we want to keep maybe 6. 3 books. 3 cattail heads. 1 field dressing your kill. These are just for burning, so let's put them in the drawer for now. 58 sticks. I'll probably drop them outside. The coal, I really don't need that much. I'll drop it probably outside as well. Actually, no, we can store coal in here. If I'm going to forge in the muskeg, I'm going to want to start the fire with 6 coal. 6 coal? 20 degrees each. I need 8 coal. And then if I want to forge for like 18 hours, I probably need 15 hours, not 18 hours, for 8 hours. I need 7 more coal on top of that, or 7 more hours of firewood.
I could eat a horse.
Shh.
That's saying a lot because I love horses.
Which we can do with this and this. So we'll just take the basics. 2 of each of those because I'll make tinder. I am still carrying too much stuff. I really should be getting rid of more. But I'm just being a little over-prepared. For now, we're going to leave the hooks. If I'm going to forge, I don't need a pry bar. Oh, Trappers might have a locked locker, actually. I know, Astrid, I'm sorry. The fishing book I must have read if it's not available in the... Oh, it is, okay. Okay, so what are we looking at now? 40 out of 40. Okay, perfect. Okay, I'm happy with that. I think she wants to go to bed. So yeah, let's go to bed here, and then we can go to Trappers in the morning. Eat this. Gonna drink this. Gonna eat 2 or 3 of these. Right. What's the time though? Yeah, we've got time to read an hour of something. So let's read an hour of Wilderness Kitchen before it cuts us off. Then we can top her up with water, so we didn't have to do it twice. And then we'll sleep. Can't believe how much birch bark I picked up. That's awesome. Imagine just lying down and sleeping for 9 hours. Can you imagine? Like, other people who have small children, can you even like begin to fathom doing that? Like, my husband's let me do that the last few weekends. I usually get to sleep in on a Sunday, and he's let me sleep quite late last Sunday. Because the kids and I have had a cold.
Man, I could use a drink.
And I really needed it. Excuse me, I've got the sneezes. And, case in point. And, yeah, it was incredible. It was really good. Every time she says, man, I need a drink, it really does sound like she wants a gin. It does not sound like she wants some water. My apologies, something's really set me off today. Right, drink. And let's check our clothing, because we're just light enough to repair now. These are terrible, but I don't have any... I haven't found any leather, have I? Even like leather gloves, I don't think I found any. I need to find shoes soon then. Okay, needs to be a priority. Let's read one more chapter. Okay, let's sleep for 2. I don't know why I always want her to be like fully rested before she goes anywhere. I'm not going very far. Now, did I empty that thermos? I did. Okay, cool. Wow, look how speedy I am. Oh, that's so liberating. Excuse me. Okay. I only have flares. That's something I need to be aware of. But I'm not going far. And it's not bad. Okay, it's not bad. Excuse me. There are a couple of routes that I take to Camp Office. From Camp Office to Trappers. So there's obviously like 3 ways to go. So Trappers is at the opposite side of the map over this hill, right? When you run that way in case there's a wolf, thank you. So this little valley where the top of my flare goes up to the lookout, which is a very good place to go actually. We might go to the lookout before we go forward. That way obviously goes down and around, and there's Deadfall, and then that's the way to Fallen Muskeg. But if you go straight this way, there's always a wolf in this valley over here. There's usually a wolf down over here. If you go straight up over the top here, you can usually get from Camp Office to Trappers without too much trouble, without too many books, as my friends like to say. She's cold already, but that's fine. What we're going to do, go this way, and as soon as we get the sprain indicator, we're going to sprint to avoid getting a sprain. But this path is accepted. It's a planned path, I'm pretty sure. That's why it's quite an easy incline. So you just get that sprain indicator at the very top. Okay, so when you get over here, you'll be able to see that over and around there is where the deer and the rabbits quite often, and over there's the lookout. If you just go along the top here, do it speedily if you're really cold or whatever. Just go along and down. So there's going to be Deadfall on your left. And on your right, there's usually a wolf patrolling. I don't know if he's there or not. I seem to have lucked out with the wolves. I don't know what's going on. Like, I swear this is just a normal interloper run.
I hate being cold, because I really do.
I know, Astrid, I know. When you get down the bottom here, if he's not immediately there... Quite often a sapling there too, by the way. You can just hug... If he is immediately there, obviously you can just hide, but if he's not here, you can just carry on. But if he is, you can hug that rock. Generally, he doesn't see you. He might have been over in Deadfall getting a bunny, or he just might not be here at the moment. Very interesting, this lack of wolves today. Alright, hypothermia risk. So we're going to go up the top of this hill. So all I've done is go over that hill and down, and then up the top of this hill. As soon as you get the indicator, you want to sprint, and I did it a bit early. This is a bit of a gentle incline here. Here we go.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
And as soon as you're up, you'll be able to see if the bear is there. Because he's right down here. That's his cave right there. And he is there. Great, so when we have a bow and arrow, we can kill that bear. That's just a little side project, because it's something that I always kill the trappers bear. And then as you go along here, you'll be able to see trappers. And you'll be able to also be able to see very clearly if the moose is there. Because you want to avoid him too. If he's not there, there's the wolf right there. He's gone over to trappers. Interesting. He doesn't do that often. Just going up to get rid of the sprain risk. Usually turns around and goes back down. Huh. You know, she only goes over there if there's something smelly over there. So it's interesting that that's his normal path at the moment. What's he doing? Is he going to turn around and go back down? Oh no, he's going to go along. Interesting. So we're going to go... Oh, you just heard a wolf killer. Oh no, you just heard the bunnies run from the bear. We're just going to go down this way, seeing there's no moose. So you got two options here too. You can go down this way. If you ever want to get on the rock to hunt the bear and the moose from, this is another way to get to it. I think people have seen me do that. Hunt them from there. You just go along here. The bear is pathing back for some reason. You go along here. And go on the side. And you end up in here. And I think there's sometimes a body here too. And yeah, you can drop down onto this rock, or you can drop down onto this. And you got a moose hunting spot. And you got the rock to hunt the bear from. But obviously I'm not going to hunt either of them today. It is safe to just drop down. There is a backpack in here. I want to get really quick. And then I'm going to sprint my butt to trappers before I get too cold. There's usually sappies up here. Yep, they're there. Bunch of birch saplings on the hill. And safe as houses. Alright, let's get the note. Note for trappers is underneath the armchair. You won't remember me. The world doesn't stop when the lights fade. This is how it begins. Stay calm, observe, survive. Your father saw this day. Don't believe what you hear. What he did was for a far-off dawn. Maybe you can recall the fire? Your father understood that we dance for our children's children's children. My dear, one day you will feel the voices rise in your heart. Enter a cave and stand until stars appear. Climb the highest peak. Sing when the brutality hits. I'm here with you. The winter winds can only get so cold. It's a bit OTT, but I've always liked that note. There's some talk in the community about not liking that note, which I've always found kind of interesting. I guess it is a little bit pretentious, but I don't know, I like it. So this is the other base that I always take, but today I decided to just do Camp Office. But I'm not really doing a base because this is a really nomadic challenge, but I needed to put my stuff somewhere, you know. 2 granola bars in one spot. That's cool. Anything else I'm missing that you guys can see? See, it's brighter over there. Alright. Book.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Uh-huh. This is why I brought the pry bar. We can leave it here now, though, because I probably won't take it to... Oh, there is a locker at the Spencer's as well. I might take it for that. Alright, well, there's nothing really here. Let's eat one of those granola bars. Okay, so what we need if we're going to forge is a lot more metal. So for example, if we want arrowheads, you get 2 out of 1 metal, right? So if you wanted 10 arrowheads, you need 5 metal for that. If you want 15 arrowheads, you need 7 to 8, right? You need 8. The knife and the hatchet together are 8. So you need 5 and 3. So you want 13 for both tools and 10 arrows. You want, you know, obviously 16 if you want 15 arrows, and you want, my maths is not mathing. You want 18 if you want 20 arrowheads. So I need to go either find a hacksaw to chop up metal, or I need to find metal in the world, which is harder. There should be a couple of pieces of metal at Spencer's. That's a couple that you can kind of account for. If you find a hacksaw, there's a shelf at Spencer's you can chop down. Okay, 19. Which is very helpful. But if you don't find a hacksaw, you kind of need to accumulate it all before you get there. That's if you want to do one forge run. Some people go do the tools and then they go get saplings going and then they come back and do the arrowheads. I like to do one forge. 44, 1944. Oh yeah. 2 metal is not enough. Now the dam is a really good place once you find the hacksaw.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
I know, Astrid, I'm sorry. Give me a minute. Might get something good in this save. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Syrup. So that syrup means that I can make pancakes because I've got a skillet and flour at the camp office. So that's handy. You can also just drink the maple syrup. Has the bear come? Yeah, he has. Okay, so I'm gonna think for a second. Where would a hacksaw be in Mystery Lake? Is there a guaranteed hacksaw in Mystery Lake? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know the spawns. I've deliberately not learned them because I feel like learning them means that, I don't know, it takes some of the fun chance out of it. I don't know. I don't know why I haven't learned. So the lookout I don't think has a hacksaw, but it might have stuff. I can't remember the last time I found a hacksaw in Mystery Lake and where it would have been. That wasn't Trapper's camp office or the dam. First thing I need to do though is make a fire and make water and get torches because I have none of any of it. I don't need water. Make teas, I mean, but get torches mainly. And think about hacksaws. Hacksaws, hacksaws, hacksaws. Obviously you can get hacksaws in Fallen Muskeg as well. There's hacksaws guaranteed in Thingamabob. HRV, which I don't normally go to. Don't drink it. They're all tiny? No, the last few aren't. Okay. So now I know when I go over this hill if I want to go to Unknown Pond. Unnamed Pond. Unclaimed Pond. That wolf is going to be right there. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so I know I've got birch bark I can make, so let's do like 3 of those. Because they're only 5 minutes, so it's really good to just make 3 like the other teas. Do another reishi. Our friend's not come up to see me. He's not in here. No. This is all good for cooking skill level, by the way. That's why the main reason I make a lot of teas. Obviously heat and health are the very close other reasons. But yeah, the more you make teas, the more your cooking skill goes up. Have a look at that, actually. Yeah, 2 and a bit. Fire starting. So yeah, we want to throw Yeah, let's just throw sticks at this. Get a bunch of torches. Yeah, they're not on the radio, which is kind of annoying. We should take all the little ones off the radio, to be honest. I don't know if that means it stays on the radio next time you pick it up, but the tiny T's being on the radio is maddening. Okay. And our water is still... oh, it's 1.5. Do a liter. It's only going to take an hour. Just throw more at this. We should actually throw the cedar in it. Let's hope the weather doesn't go bad. Oh! Oh, crap. I didn't jiggle that last one. Dang it. Alright, let's cook another one then. My bad. You kind of learn by the sound very quickly if the you're burning something. Always jiggle your T's, kids. Right.
Trees. Guess I'm gonna.
What you're gonna do, Astrid, is you're gonna drink a reishi. Warm tea. How I wish the flask worked, by the way, was that you add all your teas into it and it just becomes one big amount. And then you just drink straight from the flask until it's empty. But I understand why they've done it the way they have. Mainly, probably it's easier to implement, but also it means that you can get a cup of tea out if you wish to. What I think I might do is birch, because I've got so much actual full birch. Okay. So what am I doing? Lookout tower? I think I might be going to the lookout tower. Yeah, okay. So we're kind of going the reverse way of how we just came in. I don't know, I feel like the lookout tower is better for loot than the unnamed pond cabin. Or the moose cabin, as some people call it. And when we get to the lookout tower, that'll probably be it for today. Just to warn you. We're going to encounter that wolf, I bet you. He didn't sound far enough away for my liking. Go this way, I think. Reset the sprain. I think I can go up this high. Go past the bear, basically.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
You are. The wolf shouldn't see me. Hopefully, he's far enough back now. There's the bear. He's gone on his loop. He's gone down the hill again. Sounds like the wind might pick up at some point soon, so probably should keep moving. Another way to know, by the way, if you need to drink a tea, is to go to this menu, and if you're almost halfway, your teas are almost cold. Mine are not on the radial. So yes, you should still have a hot tea if it's halfway through warming up, because they only last an hour, but the benefits last 2, I believe. Like they only stay warm an hour, but the warming up stays 2. I think that's how it works. Anyway, I was always told to look at the halfway point. Alrighty. So funnily enough, because that wolf decided to be in that weird spot near trappers, he's not down here. And then I haven't seen one in this valley, but I might see one now. They're in weird spots. I would laugh so hard if they start messing with the wildlife and not telling us. Because there's a refresh that's supposed to happen, but they haven't told us when. They haven't announced it. And that would be my perfect scenario. Quite a few of us in the community have said we'd love it if they added the cougar and didn't tell anybody. I just want the cougar to suddenly be in the game and freak everybody out. That'd be so good. It's 2. Ah. I think there's normally 2 here. I'll have to remember that. It's easy maple to get later, as soon as I can cut one. So deer up there, and then yeah, there's no wolf down here. Very interesting. But next time I come through, that may be very different. So that's the fun thing about the spawns. They come and go. Bunch of deer to hunt later. All these things that I want to hunt later. Eventually, if I do have the bow and arrow. See, ultimately the goal is to do Mystery Lake, and then I think we're doing... 1 second. I've decided we'll do FM, then Bleak. Then Coastal. Those are the notes in the best order, I think. Then there's a bunch of notes in Crumbling. There's one in Crumbling and a bunch of notes in DP. And then, yeah, we'll be doing the Far Territory after that. Whoa. But luckily, I believe the notes in Bleak are accessible, except one of them's... 2 of them are in the cannery, actually. That's going to be fun. I need to make sure I have a lot of arrows. Or I make, have a lot of ability to make fires. And Bleak Inlet. Is there Blackrock as well? Yeah, there's 4 in Blackrock. Gonna be exciting, my friends. I may not actually survive this. Now, if I die during this run, I may just start where I left off, I think. Because this is all about discovering the lore. It's not about getting them all as trophies, I feel. So it'd be really cool if I could just pick up maybe where I left off and go and find the next round of notes, which would actually make it harder because I'd be starting with nothing and going into potentially Bleak or Blackrock or... So, I don't know, just a thought. I'll have to think about how I do it. If I wanted to get it all in one run, have that number be full in the diary, then that's a different story. But also, would you want to see me do all of the original notes again? It may not be that interesting. So ultimately the goal is to not die, but if I do, I need to have a plan. I think my preferred plan would be to carry on with the next set of notes and probably just not forge, just try and survive, basically. See if I can run around Bleak, and if I die, okay, cool. Right, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And we're gonna try and survive Coastal and DP. Okay, cool. And if we die, alright, now we've got to do Blackrock. A bunch of little runs to achieve it. I don't know. Maybe you guys feel that's cheating, I don't know. Weigh in the comments if you've gotten this far into the video, and let me know what you think I should do. Now, we have done Mystery Lake now, but the goal is very much to find a hacksaw so that we can get metal and get forging. If I bust my butt and find no hacksaw and travel around desperately searching and finally found one and then go to forge and there's one there, I am going to sigh, probably. Alright, now that's the entrance, but I like to go all the way around in case there's anything that's been left. I don't think I've seen anything in a long time, but... Alright, so look, what's in here? Food! Hooray! Skillet.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I didn't bring the flour with me, so I can't make the pancakes. Okay. Now, I didn't have a light source when I was searching trappers, actually, did I? There might have been a hacksaw hidden on the floor somewhere and I missed it. Nope.
I'm
I didn't think there
starving.
would be one here. I think the triple trailers are probably a better bet. But, yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to feed her. I'm going to do a little note. Very quick note. Let's start this fire. Oh, do we need to? No, probably not. Okay, very quick note. 3 out of 3. FM 0 out of 1. Forge time. Need a hacksaw. I'm gonna go Mountaineers and camp office. Need to very quickly change our torch. Now we don't get a save here. So what I might have to do... I don't really want to start a fire or sleep or pass time or anything like that. I don't have an hour's worth of torch. So I think what we're going to have to do is carry on to a location that has a loading screen. So yeah, I think that's going to have to be the unnamed pond cabin. Or the triple trailers. See how speedily I can do it. Whee! I think triple trailers make more sense. Logging camp is the actual name of it. I know, Astrid, I know, I'm sorry. The logging camp is along towards the dam and over the hill to the left. Also, if you didn't know, in a recent update, they've added a helicopter here. Go along here to the left. And then around and up into this little hole. Sometimes there's stuff here, so it's not a bad idea to go near here. Anyway. I think it's a small plane, isn't it? Yeah, it's a little Cessna or something. The dead guy. So there'll be feathers. So you can go here before or after the lookout tower, because you can actually come from the path, see? And, sorry, you can drop to the path and go up there. You can't come from the lookout to here. And there is some stuff in the hatch. And you can go inside it.
Find food.
Mm-hmm. Astra, we have food. More concerned about my torch now. Don't roll away, don't roll away. Ah, just wasted the one. Okay. Really quickly, let's eat the chocolate bar. Oh, woo. We want to go around the front. Oh, I could get it from outside. That was broken, I think. That's not supposed to happen. Alright. Okay. So I've never done this before, but I'm going to go... Oh my god, I'm stuck. I'm fully stuck. I'm fully stuck. Oh no! Where was my last save? Where did I last exit? Trappers, I suppose. Okay, well, cannot move. Cannot move while crouched. Yeah, fully stuck. Alright, we're gonna leave it there. Next episode, I'll be at Trappers again, and I'll be... I'm assuming the loot will be the same, so there'll be no point really... What did I get at the Lookout Tower? Food. Yeah, I guess I'm going back to the Lookout Tower. and then I will go to the triple trailers. I guess that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It does really help the channel. And thanks for spending some time with me. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.